This is the Midea 5000 BTU EasyCool small window air conditioner. I picked it up because my upstairs room gets stuffy and hot every afternoon, and I wanted something I could install without calling anyone. I was honestly worried about three things before buying: whether it would fit my window, whether I could mount it safely on my own, and whether the noise would drive me crazy at night. From my experience, those concerns faded fast once I got it running. Setup was way less intimidating than I expected. I measured the window, opened the box, and found the accordion side panels, screws, and foam weather stripping right there. I slid the panels into the sides of the unit, set it on the sill, and closed the window down onto the top bar. A slight tilt toward the outside helps the condensation drain, so I made sure to do that. I added the foam along the gaps to block warm air and bugs. All I needed was a screwdriver and about 20 minutes. It felt solid and secure, and I didn't need any fancy tools or extra brackets beyond what came in the box. If you've never installed a window AC, the basic idea is simple. The window holds the top, the sill supports the bottom, and the side panels close off the rest. BTU can sound technical, but it's straightforward. BTU stands for British Thermal Units, which is just a way to measure how much heat the unit can remove in an hour. At 5000 BTU, this model is built for small spaces. Think bedrooms, offices, or dorm-sized rooms up to around 150 square feet. In my case, it's cooling a roughly 120 square foot bedroom on the second floor. On a typical sunny day when the room hits 86 degrees F, it brings the temperature down to around 74 degrees F in about half an hour, and settles nicely around 71-72 degrees F after an hour with the door closed and the blinds down. In my opinion, the cooling performance is exactly what I wanted: quick and consistent. Key features that stood out to me are the simple controls, the quiet operation for its size, and the washable filter. The controls are old-school knobs, and I mean that as a compliment. One knob handles the modes: high cool, low cool, and fan only if you just want air circulation without the compressor running. The other knob is a numbered thermostat dial from 1 to 7, which basically sets how aggressively the unit aims for your target comfort. I usually park it around 4 or 5. If it's a scorcher, I bump it to 6 for faster pull down. The louvered vents can be aimed left or right to direct the breeze where you want it. Noise was my biggest worry, and it's been surprisingly chill. On low cool, it's a steady hum that fades into the background. I can watch TV at normal volume and fall asleep without thinking about it. On high cool, you'll hear the airflow more, but it's not harsh or rattly. A lot depends on making sure the unit is level and the foam is properly placed to prevent vibrations, and once I did that, the sound stayed smooth. I've used some bargain window units before that buzzed or clicked. This one has been clean and consistent so far. The washable filter sits right behind the front grille. I slide it out every couple of weeks, rinse it, let it dry, and pop it back in. No disposable filters, no recurring cost, and it keeps the airflow strong. The included insulation strip was a nice touch. Sealing the little gaps around the frame makes a real difference. The cool air stays in, and the hot air stays out. That's the kind of small detail that adds up when you're trying to be efficient. Cooling just the room I'm using has made evenings a lot more comfortable and kept my electric bill under control. The power draw on a 5000 BTU unit is modest compared to larger models or central cooling. If your utility rate is around average, you're generally talking about well under $1 for several hours of use. It's perfect for people who don't want to cool an entire home when they're only in one room, or for anyone who rents and needs something affordable that won't require a permanent change. From my experience, the airflow feels strongest within a few feet of the unit, which is normal for this size. If you place a small fan across the room to help move the cool air, the chill spreads faster. I keep the door closed and the blinds down on hot afternoons, and that helps a ton. On humid days, the unit drains outside like it should, as long as there's that slight tilt. If you've never used a window AC before, seeing some water drip under the back edge is normal. That's the moisture being pulled from the air. It's not perfect, and I think that's worth saying. There's no remote, no digital thermostat, and no timer or sleep mode. The knobs are manual. For me, the simplicity is actually a plus, but if you're hoping to control it from your phone, this isn't that kind of device. The trade-off is price and reliability. The mechanical controls are easy to read and hard to mess up. You set it, and it just runs. It's perfect for small bedrooms, home offices, guest rooms, and studio apartments. It's also great for renters because you can set it up, enjoy the cool, and remove it at the end of the season without leaving a mark beyond a bit of compressed foam. I use it upstairs where the heat collects, and it makes that space livable again. In my opinion, the value for the cooling you get is strong, especially if you're trying to stay comfortable on a budget. I'd recommend this for anyone who wants straightforward, dependable cooling without extra bells and whistles. If your space is within the size sweet spot, if you like simple controls, and if you want something you can install on your own, this checks the boxes. If you need more coverage, a built-in timer or app control, you might want a larger model with smart features, but for what it is, this one delivers. In conclusion, the Midea 5000 BTU EasyCool small window air conditioner has handled my hot upstairs room with ease. It's easy to install. It runs quieter than I expected, and the washable filter and included insulation make day-to-day use simple. From my experience, it's a solid pick for targeted cooling, and in my opinion, it's money well spent if you care about comfort and keeping costs reasonable. I will leave all the information about the Midea 5000 BTU EasyCool small window air conditioner in the comments. I hope to see you again in the following videos.